I'm Max Durker, Operations Director with O'Shea Builders. This is part 2 of our final update at Lanphier High School. So as we wrap up our series of videos on the Lanphier High School project, we're back in the space that's my favorite part of the project. Probably the coolest space I've ever been a part of is this grand 3-story atrium. We thought it'd be good to go back to the beginning, the inception of the project, well before we got into the construction phase. So I'm here with Greg Doolin. He's our Director of Pre-Construction. Greg, take us back. Like, how long ago was it that you first started working on Lanphier High School?
Yeah, actually, Max, it was during our preliminary planning in 2019 that we started setting these projects up for really the district-wide building projects. And so we started working on it then in very preliminary stages.
Yeah.
And then actually working through the pre-construction phase in 2021 through bidding in 2022. And of course now here complete with construction in 2024.
So as a part of that, when you were first thinking about the prospect of a project of this size and scope on an active campus, what was going through your mind, the biggest obstacles to overcome to get this thing done?
Yeah, very large and complex project, obviously, with the amount of students that we needed to work with, the amount of renovation on the existing building, as we can see, and then new construction, 3 stories of new construction, and really just trying to focus on what are we going to do with the students during this process to keep them safe, but to also get them into classrooms, to keep them learning, keep the students and the teachers in a good mode all the way throughout that construction process. So there was a lot of work to set that up with regard to construction phasing, planning of those classrooms for those students and for those teachers, and just being able to walk through that plan with that group and communicate that to everyone to make sure that everyone knew where they're going to be at different stages within the project.
Yeah, communication was key as that handoff happened and our construction team took over. And like you said, no small undertaking. We're talking about more than 250,000 square feet of either new building addition or renovated space, major building demolition areas. So there was a whole lot going on here, and put in a lot of good work during pre-construction to set that construction team up for success.
Right.
And we thank you for that. And again, as you're in here now and looking around, like, what goes through your head as you're kind of seeing the finished product?
Yeah, as I look at the finished product, I think of all the decisions that were made through that design phase to get to this point where we were evaluating what we were going to do with not only just demolition, but renovation and the additions. And then how is all that going to be phased? How we're going to communicate that to the students with the design, how we're going to communicate with the design team, but also how we're going to communicate that to the construction workers and the teams that were bidding this project, so that everyone understood kind of what the vision was. And by doing a lot of work with regard to contractor scope and delineation of how we were going to plan this project, there's a lot of work associated with planning on a project like this and being able to communicate that. We were able to put together construction visualizations and also a lot of logistics plans and phasing plans that showed how we were going to do that. So when I look at this large, complex project, I'm in awe of how it all turned out with regard to not only the architecture and how that came through, but also how the school works functionally for the district and for basically the whole district team as well as the students on a day-to-day basis. It's been neat.
So we're in the new chorus room. We had a look in here at our last update video. We were just kind of entering the finishing stage. Bryce Gibson's with us. He's a project engineer. Bryce, tell us what's happened now that we're done and they're moved in here.
Yeah, since the last time we were in this space, finished the flooring, the paint on the walls, installed the acoustic sound panels that have a cool design that kind of make it more of an exciting, fun environment in here, and a nice sound system. So it's a cool space for them to use for the chorus and band.
Yeah. And Jennifer, what have you been hearing since they've been using this new space, again, given what they had to now what they have?
Teachers were in regular classrooms trying to teach chorus and also band that's right behind this room. And they didn't have the amenities that they could use with the risers right in the middle, the great sound that you talked about, but also boards that actually teach and have usable staff so that they can talk about note reading and how to read music. And then they also have some practice areas and great storage for all of the equipment that they need. And this is just elevating the whole entire fine arts program at Lanphier High School. And it just really is an addition to the auditorium. These rooms are at the back of the auditorium. So when they're prepping or needing set design and clothing design, all of that is right here in this space. And it's a pretty special opportunity for students to learn and grow. And I think it will only build the number of students who want to be a part of the music scene here at Lanphier High School.
Yeah. So just one room and a new, emphasis, like you said, on fine arts programs.
It's a space just for the music and the band and choir. And it's something that they haven't had before. It's going to elevate our marching band, elevate our performance groups, and we just know that the Lanphier Lions will be better because of it.
Very good. We're back in the atrium space, joined by Alicia Miller, principal here at Lanphier High School. Want to have both of you talk a little bit about now turned over all these new spaces. I know it's been kind of a phased approach, but and with the new theater coming online and the band and choir rooms we looked at, building trades here coming just a little bit, but just the use of the new Lanphier High School.
It's been amazing, all of the feedback I've gotten from visitors. When they come in the front door and they walk into the space, it's a wow factor. They love the fact that we have the historic wall that used to be the exterior wall, and then all of the great added amenities in this space with more of your high top tables, low top, kids can have some choice, but also our esports room and our entrance to our cafeteria and gymnasium, all kind of, this is a central location. I think it's been pretty amazing. We've had some great events too.
We have. We also hosted homecoming here. It was absolutely beautiful. The homecoming court came down the stairs. We were all right here. The lights were beautiful, which is a beautiful space.
And I like that when you walk in, you can see the art room and all the art displays right above. So the school spirit just kind of oozes when you walk in the door, and it's pretty special.
It is, and we also opened up the area where the trophy cases are.
Our Hall of Fame.
So the Hall of Fame area, so students have been able to walk that way, and they've been really impressed with the trophies in the trophy case and kind of sit there and admire what they see.
Yeah, we had a major open house where so many graduates, past teachers, students who had come through Lanphier, they really love that area where we're showcasing all the great things that have happened, and it's just a pretty special place. And then when you look straight ahead, you go right into the auditorium. So, I just think it's a great hub for the school.
This is our final send-off on the Lanphier High School project. Thanks for following along with our journey. We're incredibly proud to have been part of the team to pull off this project for Springfield School District 186. No? You didn't like it. I didn't get a thumbs up.